Okay, today's video we're going to talk about how to get the Microsoft cashback symbol to show up on your Bing/Microsoft shopping ads for a 25% or even more bump in your click-through rate, which more click-through rate always means more profits from your ads because you're getting a higher click share of the available clicks that are already profitable to you. You also pay less per click the higher your click-through rate goes. So any gimmick that will increase your click-through rate will increase your profitability. 25% increase in click-through rate really basically means almost a 50% increase in profitability from your ads, at least in the times that you have a high penetration rate with this in your market, which for the most part, if you just follow the instructions that I give you here, 50% increase in profitability from shopping ads is in the cards, okay? There's just a couple small things that you need to do to be able to get what I have pointed out here through this arrow, a thing on your ad that has a little like price tag icon and it says cashback. And the cashback will say between 1 and 10% off cashback. Well, when you're showing up, particularly in commodity markets, where you're showing up at $69 and and next to another guy with the same item at $69 and you're showing 5% off cash back, who gets the higher click-through rate? But it isn't just about commodity markets, it's about any place, anytime you're running shopping ads, because just the fact that that icon's there, your ad's fatter, physically fatter, taller, whatever you want to call it, you're going to get a higher click-through rate just because of that one fact alone. Now, and with it being something that legitimately the user wants, which is a lower price, because there's always two main factors that decides your click-through rate on the shopping ads. The picture, the price. Now this, the picture is the bigger factor, the price is still like, 30% of the equation. Now your price is going to seem a hell of a lot lower, and you're going to get a much higher click-through rate as a result of that. Now if you do what I'm telling you here, it isn't guaranteed to have this cash back and then price tag icon showing how much cash back the user gets by going with you on your ad every single time, but for all practical purposes, it'll show up there at least half of the time, which is why you're going to get a 25% plus click-through rate on your ad once this is instituted. Okay? You'll get more of a click-through rate bump when your competitors don't have it showing, and if they do have it showing, you'll have a less of a bump, we'll just say, because whatever stands out, if you're the only person with it, you're going to stand out more, you're going to get a bigger effect, but at the very least, you're going to get some click-through rate increase just by having this on your ad. So if you found this video wondering how to do this, this is how to do it. If you want to get more click-through rate on your ad, you don't know what this is or didn't know what it was before you got to this video, you need to do it anyway, or make sure you have the couple things you need set up on your ads to get this, because and with anything you can do in your business to make more money, this is the easiest freaking thing you can do. Anybody can do this, and I do mean anybody. So with that said, I won't delay the content anymore. I'm going to tell you quickly what you need to do with this to get the same thing to show up on your ads from now on. So like right under the product name, you're going to say 5% cash back, 10% cash back, something like that on your ads from now on, or practically from now on. So in order to get this cash back to show up on your Bing/Microsoft shopping ads, whether you're using regular shopping or smart shopping campaigns, it is for people who use Microsoft Edge browser. Microsoft Edge browser is like the default browser that's on PCs by default. And when I say PCs, I mean like non-Mac devices, right? So I know what you're saying right away here is like, who the hell uses Edge browser? Well, who the hell uses Bing? 20% of the search market uses Bing, that's what, and that's who. Of that, okay, 9% of the general browser market is people using Microsoft Edge, okay? Now that doesn't sound very significant all in itself, but here's the crux of it. 50% of people who use Microsoft Bing as their search engine are using Microsoft Edge along with it, which makes this a substantial thing that's going to increase your click-through rate once you get it instituted. Because like I said, as long as they have Microsoft Edge, you can have your cashback show up, assuming you have this couple other things that you need in place. And if they're using Bing, there's a 50-50 shot they even are using Microsoft Edge along with it. So, but they do have to use Microsoft Edge, just to tell you up front, to make sure you have this cashback and related price tag icon show up directly underneath your ad to get the higher click-through rate. Now, along with that, what do you need? So, this is what you basically need in order to get this to show up for your ad every time, assuming that they're using the Microsoft Edge browser. What you need to do is have your campaigns to use smart bidding. So you're not using manual CPC bidding, you're using the maximize conversion value bidding strategy itself, or maximize or max CPA bidding strategy. So smart bidding, not manual bidding. That's number one. Number two, you need to have purchase tracking set up, and you need to have a conversion goal set up that's under the purchase category. If you do those two things, smart bidding, conversion tracking set up to track purchases under the goal being under the purchase category, you have everything you need that when the user uses Microsoft Edge browser, that you will show a cashback for the user. Now, if you're wondering where the hell the cashback comes from, Microsoft actually covers this. So this is an additional increase in click-through rate by offering a lower price and by having the ad physically being bigger to hook users in at a higher rate with no decrease in your margins. Okay? The reason why, if you're wondering how and why Microsoft even does this or why they do it, they're basically brokering data. By having this, which is part of the reason why you have to have the conversion tracking set up the way that you have it set up, this data, when you get a customer, if the customer wants the cash back, they have to opt in to be able to sell their data to data brokers, right? And then they can sell that to a bunch of other data brokers, that is, the purchase data that is coming. So in other words, without being the vendor selling on Microsoft ads, they get to have the data as if they are the vendor. And they're dangling a little, 1 to 10% discount for the user in order to collect that purchase data so they can sell it to other people who want to sell shit to people that buy shit like yours. Or buy stuff like yours, in other words. So, and then in order for them to get the cash back, there's hoops that they have to jump through. Realistically, it's basically a bullshit program for the user. But it's still going to get you the click-through rate increase. Mainly because the ad's bigger, but also the price is going to be less, presumably, for the user, because they can see they get a 5% off on the price that's listed on there in your shopping ad. Okay? So that's what the Microsoft Cashback program is, how the user even gets the discount, and then of course what you specifically need to do to be able to offer the user the discount on your app. Microsoft Edge browser is what the user must be on. You must have smart bidding, and you must have a purchase goal set up on your campaigns. So, and then of course on shopping, just as a small side tip, if you guys don't have a shopping cart, you can still run shopping campaigns. Basically, the workaround for this would be to run shopping ads is you have a product there listed on the site, and if you have to request a quote, and then you have to take the credit card over the phone later on, as long as you have a purchase goal set up for the people that are requesting the quote, you can still run a shopping campaign as long as the price is still listed, an arbitrary price is still listed on that product page. You could say, here's the price, contact for a custom quote, and then get by the filters to be able to run a shopping campaign, which running shopping campaigns are great because you can see the item before you have to click, which means you get generally speaking, a higher qualified ad clicker than a search ad that just has text purely on it, or text, and then if you're lucky, an image extension that will show up next to it. But you can also get the cashback discount to show up on that ad to go along with it. So I just wanted to kind of mention that. A lot of people don't recognize that you can run shopping campaigns any item you're selling, as long as there's a price and a way to presumably buy it, whether that comes in one step through a shopping cart or multiple steps, like you have to get a quote and then eventually buy down the road, at some point after going through the process, if you will. But anyway, Microsoft cashback showing on your shopping ads on Bing/Microsoft, that's specifically how to do it. If you have any questions about anything I covered today, leave me a comment below. I get back to every single person who leaves me a comment on this channel, usually within a couple days' time. You can ask me by the way, any ad-related question you'd like. I just do ad strategy for a living. I love to be able to give back to my viewers of this channel as a way of helping us grow. So usually within 24 hours, you can get an answer to any ad-related question you like, simply by leaving a comment down for me in the comment section. With that said, if you are really, and I do mean really, looking for a way to make money with ads on Google, Facebook, and so on and so forth, you need to subscribe to this channel already, because this information I'm giving you on this channel comes from somebody who has done ad strategy for 15 years now and manages dozens of ad accounts on an ongoing basis to give you the exact stuff that works on this channel. Most of these channels on YouTube are people that are like full-time YouTubers. They're all just speculating, reading up, crap from Google's websites, Facebook's website. They're not actually doing ad strategy, doing testing all day like I am. Therefore, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. And if you want that real information, you're getting it from me, because I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I just do YouTube on the side, and I spend 40 hours a week doing ad testing. So it's real information to really make money with ads. At least the best information you're going to find on YouTube, I promise you. So you should subscribe already. And then furthermore, if you like my channel, you'll love my blog that I also write and have. You can find that at guaranteedppc.com/blog. Everything on my channel is just as good as the information on my blog. You'll actually like my blog more, I almost promise you, because there's lots of visuals there, whereas this channel, we don't have so much on the visual side of things, but there's a lot of visual content there. Graphs, charts, all of that if you're interested in that type of content. I also have a column that I write over at entrepreneur.com, so if you're interested in my content, there's other places where you can look me up as well. As mentioned, I do ad strategy all day long. That's my job. I run an ad agency named Guaranteed PPC. If you are looking for guaranteed results on your ad campaigns, this is exactly what I do. We're the only agency out there that offers any guaranteed results. That is, we'll get you more profitability from your ads up front on your campaigns before we take a fee. The only catch is we don't work with just any client, but if you want to see how much results I can get on your campaign, reach out to me at guaranteedpc.com. I'd be happy to give you a free analysis on what you're doing to see if we can potentially work together, and then how much I can scale your results short term, on guaranteed, and all that, if it's possible. So anyway, you can reach out to me at my agency at Guaranteed PPC for that. I'd be happy to speak with you. If you're not looking to work with an ad strategist or an agency in general like we have here, I totally understand, but if we worked in your market before, you should take us up on our offer of selling you our ad template that we have for your market. That is, if we've worked many years in your market already and spent hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in ad spend, and done all the testing in your market to find the ultimate best way to run ads in your market, you'd be silly not to take us up on our offer to sell you the ad templates, campaign templates, landing page templates that work for that market, that we use in a different geographic area that you're physically in, and just copy and paste all the results we've got in your market for yourself into your own ad accounts and shortcut all the bullshit that you have to go through to find out what ultimately works like we had in your market. We sell those for a low one-time fee, and then you get everything that works in that market with none of the work. We could tell you the results you would get with it up front before you purchased it, because of course we've already been in that market or currently are in that market. As long as you're not in the same geographic area as our client, you can gladly buy it from us. We got people using these templates to start other businesses. If you're going to start a business, the best way to do that would be to use a template that we've already developed for a market, because you know you can make money in that market, and the ads already that you need to run an ROI positive campaign in that market, which is usually the toughest thing to do to get started in a market. We've got people using these templates to start a lead generation business, which if you want a passive income business idea, that's the number one way to run a passive income business, I promise you, which is to have a funnel that's profitable, flip the leads to several people in the market. Or we've got people, if you're not interested, you don't like doing services anymore, you want to start an e-com business, get an e-com template that we have for some market, get products from China, whatever, and start selling. We got, whether that's printer toner, whatever the hell you could easily source. We got people started many businesses from these templates now. If you're interested in those templates or just what we have available to sell, what we have available, what markets we've gotten results in, and how much results in those markets, reach out to me at guaranteeptc.com. I'd be happy to tell you what we have available. But with that said, I'll wrap it up with that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in my next video where we have another great strategy for you then. See you later.